Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So we're going to take a look at Pegaxy today, both the PGX and the VIS token, just to see where we are, and more importantly, how do we navigate through this very confusing time in the crypto space. And let's dive in. So what I have here is I have the PGX token, or the Pegaxy token, and we did specify in our last video that we are pretty much in the middle of an ABC correction right here, back when we were around here at around mid of Feb. Now, when we overlaid the ABC structure, the price action, unfortunately, is way different from what we have initially drawn. That we assumed that the Bitcoin price action will sort of recover to form a B wave high and a C wave correction. Unfortunately, what happened was Bitcoin continued to further capitulate. Then you had news of the war breaking out, which caused a lot more confusion in the markets, leading to a dump in altcoin positions, especially for gaming cryptos. Now, you may be wondering, what do we do then moving forward? So for us to be able to answer that question, it is first important to understand what market structures are forming. Because when you look at it from an Elliott wave structure, it'd be like, what the hell is this? Is this like an A, a B, and a C? Is this actually the A right here? Is this the B wave lower high? Is this a C wave correction, etc.? It gets hard sometimes with certain patterns. So we don't always have to use 5-wave Elliott wave structures and ABC corrections, because there's another tool that we can use to really see what price action was adhering to. In this case, if we draw a reverse Fibonacci, where this candle right here, which is the break-in structure, is the 1. So this particular wick right here would be our 1. This all-time high right here would be our 0. What we have is something like this, where if you notice, where we found the local bottom so far coincides quite nicely with the 1.618 extension right here of around 29 cents. So this is what I mean by we need to understand the market structures at play first. And in this case, we appear to loosely follow a Fibonacci structure where the bottom right here was established. Because why? Because this is the 1.618 of this break-in structure right here. So moving forward, what do we do now? It really depends on what Bitcoin does. The key level to watch out for is 45,000, because 45,000 is the current weekly EMA right here, which we have to go above and backtest as support before continuation to the upside. The problem with an altcoin position right now is any slight correction with Bitcoin, so even though it falls like here at around the 41,000 level, when we look at the PGX price action, the PGX price action can really fall significantly in spite of a small hiccup for Bitcoin. It is currently in a dangerous position to be in if you want to invest in PGX, because what's going to happen here is the risk that we fall through this floor is much higher than the upside gains currently, because we do not have solid indication that Bitcoin is above the weekly EMAs and above our structure and going on an uptrend. So the conservative approach here, if you want to invest in PGX, is once again, wait for the confirmation of Bitcoin being above the weekly EMAs. Then you can start loading up on PGX, because it's only a matter of time before it catches up with Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets. So another thing to note, and this is why you really have to hold off on the Pegaxy investment for now, not financial advice, is when we look at its current price action, from the all-time high right here to this particular low right here, it's only fallen by 78%. You may be wondering, well, that's not a bad thing, right? It means that the token is strong. Well, yes and no. What's going to happen here is because it has room to further go down. So if you've been watching my previous videos, you would know that some of the altcoins can fall as much as 90 to 95%. A 90 to 95% fall is equivalent to around 5 cents for PGX. You really have to have the confirmation that we are going on an uptrend before you can safely load up, because you can imagine that's the difference between a 0.32 and your portfolio right here all the way down, losing an additional 84% if you buy now and we further capitulate to the downside. So just be very careful. So I also have the chart of Vigorous right here. And if you notice, the Vigorous price action can be explained quite simply just by looking at the total supply for this token. That's right. Because this token has unlimited supply, if you do not have any burn mechanisms, then we are pretty much guaranteed to go on a downtrend forever. Very similar to this. So if you look at the SLP price action, this is pretty much the eventual destination of Vigorous, assuming that we don't have proper burn mechanisms in the future. So one potential thing that you can do if you are currently earning in Vigorous is just convert this to PGX. Always convert an unlimited supply token to a limited deflationary supply token, so that at least Even though this value is falling, you can bank on the fact that the PGX price action may eventually increase over time. So that would potentially offset the potential loss in value of Vigorous. If you keep putting it in PGX, then if the PGX price goes up, then at least your earning potential for this particular game remains at levels where it is still sustainable for you in the long run. If you like that video, hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you want me to make a video about your favorite gaming crypto? Be a Patreon subscriber so you can request for it. Being a Patreon subscriber helps keep the channel sponsor, shill, and Moonboy free. Take care everyone. Bye-bye.